Hello everyone, it is Rory. um, I just wanted to make this video just to talk about insecurities, and if you are someone that deals with insecurities, whether that be, insecurities about how you look, things about yourself that you can't change, just whatever in general that you're insecure about, because I know how it feels to be insecure. I know what that feeling is like. I've lived it pretty much my whole life, especially, back in high school, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, pretty much my whole teenage years up until pretty recently, actually. I feel like I've been on this big self-acceptance journey in trying to understand my mind a whole lot and just trying to accept myself for the things that I can't change. Now, you probably have seen me on TikTok or you know me in real life. If you see me at the gym, what's up, bro? I want to kind of talk about um, some deeper things a bit rather than just making video game content or posting physique videos on TikTok. I want to actually provide some sort of real raw value in hopes to help you watching this, because if you clicked on this video, you probably are dealing with some sort of insecurity. Now, off first glance, I probably don't seem like the most insecure guy or that I deal with insecurities, but I do. I've just gotten to a point in my life where I can be confident regardless of my insecurities. And it's taken a lot to get to this point. A lot of inner work, a lot of self-work that I have had to put in, a lot of self-acceptance, and it's still a battle every day. It's still something that you gotta fight. Not necessarily fight, but you gotta accept. But yeah, growing up, I was a super insecure kid. So pretty much I have a skin condition called psoriasis, and it's actually on the top of my head. Uh, this is a big part for me, being open about it. But I know by me being open about this, I'm probably going to give somebody some sort of value. But um, I have the psoriasis all along my pretty much hairline and around my head. It's pretty much all over my head. Um, and it's something that I'm not able to change. And I'm gonna stop being a bitch. I'm just gonna show you guys. This is like the first time I'm this is like the first time I'm showing this publicly, but oh god, never mind my stupid hair. It's not stupid, but y'all get it. But so I deal with psoriasis on my head. Damn, bro, that shit low-key fucked up my hairline. But as you guys can see, it's kind of showing up weird, kind of in this lighting, but I literally have a massive red mark along my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see that? It's like this perfect hairline, low key, of psoriasis. It's not really showing up the best on camera, but like you can see the difference. Like, it's literally a perfect hairline. It's even around the side of my head, all around here. Come over to this side. It's like down here too, around the back and whatnot. So I have I've had to deal with this since I was like legit, bro. Like literally, I've had to deal with that since as long as I could like remember, pretty much. I mean, mainly around. I started noticing it a lot when I think I was like 12 years old, and then over time it started getting worse. 13, started getting like pretty bad. Around 14, it started really like showing on here, so I'd always wear my hair down in my face. It's literally the reason why. Fucking flake, bro. My God. But yeah, pretty much since I was a kid, bro. I've been dealing with this. Um, yeah, like so literally the reason that I wear my hair down on my forehead like this on my face. Um, and it's one of those things that when I was younger, it was really hard to deal with, because they're so afraid of being judged by other people. You're so afraid of so insecure about it, and I let it get to me really bad. I let it control my life. um it got to a point where it put me into a very, very deep depression for a good majority of high school. Now, on the outside, you would have never guessed. You would have never guessed. I was pretty average kid on the outside, hanging with friends, um, doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like going about my life. But deep down, bro, on the inside, I was hurting bad. And I look back now, and I'm very thankful that I have the mindset that I have now about it, where I'm at a point in my life where I can actually accept myself. But yeah, man, some days were really tough. I mean, and that's with any insecurity. Some days are going to be good. You're not thinking about it. You're not worried about it. But some days are going to be very bad. It just over the years as well, you see it kind of get more and more present in your life, becoming more apparent, and it's like this thing that slowly eats away at you. Um, it's like this constant reminder of this feeling of of hate, this feeling of hating yourself. Simple, man. Like I remember hating myself so much, hating the way I looked. I thought I was ugly. I thought I couldn't show anyone this. I felt like this was this side of me that no one could see. I would do, man. Wind was my worst enemy. Wind was my worst enemy. If wind came, blew my hair up, bro, I felt like I was exposed. I felt like I was exposed. And just in this past bit, I kind of came to a realization of, so what if I'm exposed? So what if people have an opinion on me? So what if people view me a certain way? Are people going to treat me differently because I deal with something, that I have something that I can't change about myself? Who is really who is really shitting on me the hardest because of this insecurity? It's not the people, because A, they don't even know, and B, they probably don't even give a fuck. The person that was shitting on me the hardest was me, bro. Me. I was my biggest hater for the majority of my life. And it takes a big hit at your confidence too. Um, I was definitely not a confident kid growing up. It was hard for me to find that confidence, and at times I was confident. I was good, but when you have these constant reminders of that thing that you're dealing with, that it makes you feel like shit. It's hard to stay afloat. No, I don't want to keep talking about what I'm dealing with, but um, it's my experience um to help you guys watching this, that deal with your own insecurities, and deal with your own battles of your own. And bro, I just want to say, like, one of the best quotes that I've read. I forget where I read it. Actually, it was a quote by X, and he said, "Don't let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body." I was a big X fan growing up, and I felt like he made it cool to just embrace who the fuck you were. And I feel like in a way I've kind of like wanted to embody that, because I'm dealing with shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm actually dealing, and I've had to deal with shit. You know what I mean? So over the years, I've been at this practice of trying to accept myself, and trying to really overcome this insecurity that I have. And through that, man, I've built this, where I'm at today. I'm at a point in my life where I genuinely just do not give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me. What anyone. I don't like. I genuinely do not give a fuck. Of course, I want people to maybe look up to me, and be inspired by me, or I want to have good relationships with people. But I'm done trying to be somebody. I'm done trying to what's the word I'm looking for? I'm done trying to obtain some sort of image just so I can be seen uh in a certain perspective by the people around me, or the people in my life or society, or whatever. I'm completely past that. I'm completely past giving a fuck about what anyone has to think about me. Completely. Now, that mindset and this mindset that I have right now, this didn't come overnight, bro. This wasn't a overnight, like, just wake up and just not give a fuck. But I had to put a lot of practice in, and I had to do a lot to overcome this insecurity. Now I'm still dealing with it. Like, I'm not completely like walking around town with like my hair slicked back and shit like that. But I'm at a point now where I'm literally making a YouTube video talking about it. If you told me I'd be doing this a year ago, 2 years ago, if you told 13-year-old me, 14-year-old me I would be doing this, bro, I think I would die. I think I would crumble inside. Like, no, no, they can't know. The world can't know. Who gives a fuck, bro? I could be purple, bro, and I don't give a fuck. I could literally be purple, and I'd still be me. I'd still be listening to Yeet. I'd still be driving in my whip, still be going to the gym. I'd still be living my life because, bro, in the end, it is not about your body. It's not about your looks. It's not about what you have. It's not about any physical thing in this world, bro. It's about you on the inside. You, bro. That's what it's about. Your soul. It's not about the way that, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like nowadays a lot of people are kind of rejecting themselves and rejecting who they are because, you see all this looks max and shit on the internet. And we're all so afraid to be seen a certain way. We're all so afraid to be looked at a certain way by society and perceived in a negative manner. You know what I mean? We care too much about our bodies, about what we look like, our appearance. That honestly should like not even matter, bro. What matters most is who you are as a person, as a human. You know what I'm saying? Are you a good person? Like that matters the most. Not about what you look like. So, I'd say a little bit of advice to give anyone that is dealing with uh, insecurity right now, something that they can't change, and something that they just have to thug out or whatever. If you're dealing with the insecurity, bro, just know that you are not your insecurity. Don't let that shit make you, bro. Take it from me, someone that had to fucking literally live majority of my life in this fearful mindset, and this insecure mindset. Like, and in the position I'm in now, I'll tell you, bro, like, it all depends on how you look at it. That is it. How do you view it? Because that's the only opinion that should matter. I remember I got made fun of in elementary school because I had buck teeth, bro. Like, my two front teeth were bigger than all the other ones, and I let that shit get to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, their teeth used to chew. I got crooked teeth, bro. You see that? That tooth is fucked. That tooth is fucked, bro. Also, when I was growing up, bro, I had gyno on my fucking nipples, bro. I had gyno. If y'all don't know what that is, that's basically where you have like puffy nipples. It happens a lot to kids during puberty. And I let that shit get to me so bad, bro. I couldn't wear certain shirts. I got to a point where I literally could not take my shirt off at a pool because I was so insecure about how I looked. Of people making fun of me. I was so insecure about other people's opinions on me. And bro, like, this version of myself right now, I'm at a point where I used to not be able to take my shirt off at a swimming pool because of the way I looked. Now I have a TikTok account where I post myself shirtless. You know what I mean? But shit can change, bro. It's not that my insecurity went away. It's that my mindset about it changed. The way I viewed myself changed. I went from hating myself. I remember literally always looking at the mirror and breaking down and crying because of the shit I had to deal with. Because I felt like I couldn't deal with this shit. So now I look at myself in the mirror and I go, this is what makes me me. This is why I'm different from all these bots out here, bro. This is why I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta think like that too. all your insecurities, you gotta learn to be like, you know what, bro? This is what makes me me. Like, dead ass. You don't have enough time on this earth to be sitting here living your life out of fear or insecurity or whatever, bro. You don't have enough time to be doing that. Fuck what everyone else thinks, bro. Fuck people's opinions on you. Fuck that. If you love yourself, bro, that is all that matters. That is the key to overcoming any insecurity, is loving yourself. Love yourself, bro. It takes time. It's a constant practice. It's a everyday battle. But in loving yourself, you are going to view this life a whole lot differently because, man, I can tell you I did not love myself back in high school. Not at all, bro. Living in this depressed mindset for majority of my adolescence, teenage years, and I can tell you, bro, it's the way that you look at it. You are the one that decides how you feel. Don't let these people in the outside world dictate how you feel on the inside, no matter what it is. You could literally have a fucked up nose, bro. You could have fucking shit going on with your skin, bro. Bro, it doesn't matter. Love yourself. Love yourself, bro. That is the key. That is how I that is how I have been able to overcome my own insecurities. That's how I've been able to overcome this skin condition, bro. Yo, but bro, the fuck, bro. Big red out here, bro. Like pushing my hairline back and shit. Fuck out of here, bro. Let yourself be. Let yourself be, bro. You're being way too hard on yourself. Way too hard. And I just wanted to make this video to hopefully help someone watching this. Hopefully to help you watching this. You gotta love your body, bro. You gotta love you. That's all you got. No matter what you look like, no matter what color you are, no matter what fucking is wrong with you. You gotta look at that and accept that, bro. This is what makes you you. This is what makes you different than everyone else, and that's such a beautiful thing. Even this video for me was pretty hard to click that record button, because this is something that this is big for me to be making a video about this, bro. Something that I've literally lived my whole life hiding from the world, from the people around me, and being insecure about. I'm making a YouTube video about it. If I can do this shit, bro, you can do this shit. With that being said, my name is Rory. I love you. Thank you for listening. Take care.